Proud American Patriot podcast. I'm your host, Chad. What are we going to talk about today? What's on everyone's mind? Well, today we're going to do something new. We're going to do the Patriot Report, where I praise our fellow Patriots and damn the Tyrants and Turncoats. I told everyone from the start I'm going to call it like I see it. I don't care if you're on the right or on the left. I'm going to praise the Patriots and damn the Turncoats based on their actions and what they do. So, there are a few Turncoats this week, and I'm going to start with someone that I respect and normally see things the same way. Charlie Kirk. Normally you and I are on the right side of things. However, you decided to take a large portion of your show earlier this week to name off every Republican who voted to expel George Santos from Congress. Your reasoning is we need to keep his vote to keep the majority and win. And I agree. The extra vote from him can be very important moving forward with what we want to do and the votes we want to bring to the floor. The issue with your stance is the same thing the left would do. We have to protect our own to keep the vote count. No, how about we do things with honesty and integrity? I'd rather do what is right and live with honesty and integrity, damn the consequences, than only being concerned with my vote count. I had this argument years ago with someone on the left, and their stance was, we need to protect our own. No, you need to do what's best for the American people. Your job is to work together and do what's best for we the people, not worry about your vote count and protecting your side. Next on my tyrant list, someone that not too long ago I was singing their praises for things they did in standing up for Israel. Mr. Senator Chuck Schumer. Now you want to push forward your agenda of disarming we the people. You tried to bring forward another gun control law. You want to ban any and all assault rifles. And by assault rifles, you mean any shotgun or rifle that has a pistol grip, a foldable or collapsible stock, high-capacity magazine or detachable magazine, a threaded barrel so it can accept a pressure or a flash hider, and probably several things I'm leaving out. No, Chuck, you can't take our guns. There's a little thing called the Second Amendment. You can't just decide a pew-pew looks scary, so you better ban it. You don't get to make those rules. And even if you manage to push this through, the Supreme Court would overturn it in a heartbeat. Not only that, you try to include a universal registry and background checks. You and the rest of the government have no business in my business. So today, Chuck, I say, fuck you. In case you didn't get that, fuck you. Next on my list of tyrants and turncoats, Harvard University President Claudine Gay. Now, if you didn't see this, she went and testified before Congress this week. And she couldn't answer a simple question and condemn the students of her university who made anti-Semitic comments, threats, and took anti-Semitic actions. No, you kept making excuses and dodging the question with Harvard policy blah blah fucking blah. Yet Harvard rescinded offers of enrollment and expelled students for memes. Not for going out and doing things that were anti-Semitic, not for scaring people so badly they couldn't leave their dorm rooms, for memes. A picture on the internet with words. That's it. You pulled their enrollment. But no, you can't condemn what the pro-Palestine, pro-Hamas people are doing in your school. So, I guess Harvard's stance is, it's, here's our policy, but it's not absolute. It's a guideline because, if you don't fall on our side with what we agree with, then we'll enforce it. And then the last tyrant I have on my list here is Secretary Mayorkas and the entire Biden administration. Earlier this week, you set a record, but it's not a record to be proud of. You managed to let 12,000 plus illegal aliens cross our border in one day. One fucking day. How can you continue to claim the border is closed and secure when 12,000 illegal aliens crossed it in one day? How can you sit there with a straight face and blatantly lie to the American public? You are weak and incompetent fools and should be removed from office immediately. You are failures at your jobs. So we've got some good news here. We've got a couple of patriots I want to recognize. First one of our brothers and sisters of the cause is Congresswoman Elise Stefanik out of New York. She's the one that challenged Claudine Gay, making her look like a fool. Congresswoman Stefanik, you let Mrs. Gay paint herself into a corner and then watched as she tried to hide and dodge a simple question she didn't want to answer because she didn't want to have to side with either Israel or the Hamas terrorists. So, Congresswoman Stefanik, kudos to you. Second Patriot is Wyoming Senator John Barrasso. He's the one that stood up to Chuck Schumer's attempt to unconstitutionally restrict our Second Amendment's rights. He stood up to the tyrants and told them, no, you are not taking our rights away from us. Because you are a scared little bitch, you don't get to make the rules. So that's it for today's episode of the Patriot Report. It's something I plan on doing hopefully at least once a week and getting a list of the Patriots that we need to support and the tyrants we need to speak out against. Anyway, give us a like, share, thumbs up, big heart, whatever platform you're listening to. That's going to be it for me now. I'm out of here.